There is growing concern about a tuberculosis outbreak in northern Labrador. Meanwhile, government officials say they aren't in crisis mode and the situation is being well managed by public health officials. Since last October, 14 people have been diagnosed with the infectious disease in Nain, and 2 more cases have been reported in other parts of Labrador. Officials say they'll hold a clinic once a week to provide information and assessments to concerned residents.
More and more people are turning to natural ingredients for better health and even beauty, and that includes skincare. Michelle W. Book is a holistic nutritionist. She's here with some great beauty tips and tricks, all from Mother Earth. Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. Thank you for having me on.
We're going to go, it's our pleasure, we're going to go decade by decade. We're going to start with those 20-somethings.
Yes.
Wasn't that long ago? I remember that era. Okay.
No.
And we're talking about skincare, not just what you put on your skin, but also what you put in your mouth, which affects your skin, right?
Exactly. You know, it's so true. What we put into our body is a reflection of what we get out, which is why working with CHFA, we've developed this decade by decade guide. Starting in our 20s, coconut oil. It's very, very great because it's high in a lot of different good fats. It's also a cleanser, a moisturizer, works great as a makeup remover.
Okay, so these are 20-somethings and they're often on a budget, so these are affordable, right?
Exactly.
Would you put the coconut oil on your face, or are you talking about consuming it?
No, you can just put it right on your face. It works very well. I love it to remove my makeup at the end of the day. It's a great...
Wow, and that's really going to get the makeup off, which is nice.
Yes.
You do a little mask out of honey. What is it about honey that's so great? It's one of my favorite foods.
Raw unpasteurized honey is key. It actually has active enzymes in it, which make it very high in antibacterial properties. So it's great as a cleanser. So it's so easy on our website, chfa.ca. We have this great recipe. Simply take a bit of water and some honey, and you just would mix them in, just to give it a little bit of a lighter consistency. Just mix it together. Then you would simply apply this onto your face. Let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. It's so soothing if you have, you know, pimples, a little breakout.
Really?
It works very well, yes.
And this is not going to clog your pores?
No, it's not. It's again, with those antibacterial properties, it works as a natural cleanser.
I bet the Egyptians used this, right? Because that's probably, they didn't have all this other stuff. So,
Exactly.
Well, some of the other stuff. Okay, so let's go to the 30s now.
Into our 30s,
Yeah,
vitamin C.
And you're short on time, right? The 30-somethings are busy. They're working their way up the ladder, career-wise, and that whole thing.
Young
so
families.
What do you recommend for them?
Vitamin C, we know that as we age, collagen thins and decreases. So we want to do everything we can to keep that collagen, you know, strong, to keep our skin looking firm. So vitamin C is great. Lots of citrus fruits, but a lot of people don't realize kiwi is very high in vitamin C. So it's a great option. Also at your local CHFA health food store, all kinds of options for vitamin C powders to add to your smoothies and shakes or your water.
And you're not going to overdose on stuff like this, right? Even if you're eating these high vitamin C citrus foods, you can still take supplements, right?
Exactly, exactly. And it's always good to speak to your healthcare practitioner about what works for you, but vitamin C is great. Also serum, we have a vitamin C serum which you can actually apply
to the skin.
Yeah.
A lot of doctors talk about vitamin C in terms of putting it directly on your skin.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, so for 40-somethings, they're facing maybe their first lines. If they're lucky, they hold it off to the next decade. But let's be honest, you have some wrinkles then, right?
Yes, and you know, we want to think about what we can do to prevent those. So we know that antioxidants are great for fighting free radical damage, and free radicals are exposed to the environment, the sun. So making sure we have a diet that are very colorful, eating the rainbows, whole foods that are high in antioxidants.
You brought the seaweed. Is that what the seaweed's for?
Well, the seaweed is, yes, it's also very mineral based, so great. It's a great alternative to chips or some of the unhealthy foods that we might eat or snack on.
What a good suggestion.
Yes.
And you know what? When you eat like this, you really feel the value of the food nutritionally, right?
It's so true.
What do you put on your face that's in this category for the 40-somethings?
Into the 40-something, sunblock is very important.
Right.
And that is something that we really want to think of at each decade, but especially this time of year, we know the sun is very, very bad for aging us, so we really want to be protecting
You're
our
going to
skin.
notice every single line. 50-somethings are realizing the real wrinkles, and these are ones that you're not going to be able to erase.
It's true.
They're going to be with you for the rest of your life, but what do you recommend for the 50-somethings?
Definitely for the 50-something, we want to think about vitamin D. Vitamin D is not found in a lot of foods, and we know that as we age, our ability to manufacture vitamin D in the skin decreases. So we want to make sure we're getting enough vitamin D.
We spend a lot of time indoors, and even though we get all this sunshine year-round, even in the coldest temperatures, we're inside a lot in Alberta.
It's so true, and even being outside with sunblock on, which is important, we're not getting that vitamin D. So we want to make sure we're getting enough through supplementation. Also argan oil.
Argan oil. What do you do? Put it directly on the skin?
Yes, it's Moroccan oil. I use it now. I'm not in my 50s, but it works really well. Research shows it helps to decrease the color of age spots or
that's right.
And also helps with fine lines and wrinkles. It's great, available at your CHFA health food store as well.
All right, and the interesting thing is a lot of these products are a fraction of the price of all the other things you find in the fancy department store that the cosmetics companies are making.
That's so true.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Really appreciate it. This will get you inspired for what you put on your skin and what you put into your body, reflected through your skin, of course. And you can go to the website. The Canadian Health Food Association website is chfa.ca for more. Ian.
As the weather gets nicer, the bugs are coming out in droves. We'll take a look at the aphid infestation. It's already a problem in many neighborhoods in Calgary. Hundreds of thousands living in these Mayday trees.